because it was a huge chapter, but due to corona some topics reduced from this chapter. Means basically this chapter was included root, leaf, stem, inflorescence and so many other all topics, but right now those topics are reduced for this year, and we will start with not related topic, that is the flower. Basically this chapter included right now the flower, parts of the flower and some families. Okay, so let's continue and discuss about the morphology of the flowering plants. Basically what is the morphology? Morphology means the study of physically appearance parts. जब हमें किसी चीज का जो पार्ट्स दिखाई देता है उसकी स्टडी करके उसे मॉर्फोलॉजी कहते हैं. बट द एनाटॉमी इज जस्ट अपोजिट द मॉर्फोलॉजी. एनाटॉमी आर द स्टडी ऑफ द प्लांट्स और द पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी दैट इज नॉट seen in naked eye. Okay, so this is the morphology, and in this lecture we will discuss about the physically appearance parts of the flowering plants. So first off, we are going to discuss about the flower. Basically flowers are started from the angiosperms, and angiosperms are the most developed plant in plant kingdom, and flowers are started from this plant, and flowers are fully responsible for the reproduction, means sexual reproduction, because the sex gametes means sex organs, that is the male and female sex organs are found in flower. So the sexual reproduction are started from the angiosperms, and the flowers are responsible for the sexual reproduction. Basically flowers are containing 4 whorls, that is the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Basically calyx and corolla are the supporting body for the reproduction, but androecium and gynoecium are the main reproductive body, because androecium is the male reproductive part and gynoecium is the female reproductive part. So androecium and gynoecium are the main reproductive parts of the flower. On the basis of the presence of androecium and gynoecium, flowers may be two types. First is bisexual flower and second is unisexual flower. Bisexual, bi means two and sexual means sexes, means when a flower contains both type of sexes, means that is androecium and gynoecium, known as the bisexual flower. But when a flower contains only one sex organ, either androecium or gynoecium, known as the unisexual flower. Uni means one and sexual means sex, means when a flower containing only one sex organ, either androecium or gynoecium, that is the unisexual flower, and when a flower containing both type of sexes, that is androecium and gynoecium, means male and female, known as the bisexual flower. After this, on the basis of the symmetry, flowers again also two types. First is actinomorphic and second is zygomorphic. What is the actinomorphic? Actinomorphic flowers containing radial symmetry. Actinomorphic flowers shows the radial symmetry. You know very well what is the radial symmetry. Means when we can passage a line through the center, it divided any we can passage more than one plane through the center, and the flower divided into two equal halves. But zygomorphic based on the bilateral symmetry, means we can pass only one plane through the center and flower divided into two equal halves. Okay, again this is the type of the symmetry flower, but flowers may be asymmetric also, means it is not divided into two or many parts. On the basis of the flower appendages, means on the basis of the number of the flower appendages, flower may be 3 types, means trimerous, tetramerous and pentamerous. And you know very well the counting in science, that is the mono, tri, tetra. Means if we talk about tri, means these are the 3 flower appendages present in the flower. Appendages. And after that tetramerous, means if a flower containing 4 flower appendages, this If the calyx is 3 in number, that is the trimerous plant, and if the calyx is 4 in number, that is the tetramerous plant, and if the calyx is 5 in number, that is the pentamerous plant. And after this, on the presence of the position of the ovary, flowers may be also 3 types, that is the hypogynous flower, perigynous and epigynous flower. These 3 types are fully based on the position of the ovary. Let's see how it is divided into 3 parts. Means if the gynecium occupies, basically gynecium means female reproductive part and ovary. If the gynecium occupies the highest position, and while the other parts are situated below it, means if a gynecium is situated upper from the other parts, the flower called as the hypogynous flower, and that ovary is called as the superior ovary. मीन्स जब बाकी सारे फ्लावरिंग पार्ट्स नीचे होंगे, ओवरी ऊपर होगी, गाइनिसियम ऊपर होगा, तो उसे क्या कहेंगे? हाइपोगाइनस फ्लावर एंड सुपीरियर ओवरी. बट व्हेन द गाइनिसियम इज सिचुएटेड एट द सेंटर, जब हमारा गाइनिसियम सेंटर में होगा और बाकी भी फ्लावर्स इसके ऑलमोस्ट बराबर होंगे, एक सर्कुलर रे में होंगे, तो उसे कहेंगे पेरिगाइनस फ्लावर, एंड उस ओवरी को कहेंगे हाफ इंफीरियर ओवरी. फुल्ली इंफीरियर है, हाफ इंफीरियर ओवरी. एंड आफ्टर दैट when the thalamus occupies upward posing the ovary, मीन्स हमारा थैलमस ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ के पूरी ओवरी को, पूरे गाइनिसियम को कवर कर लेता है, और बाकी के जो फ्लावर पार्ट्स होते हैं वो फ्लावर का ओवरी से नीचे निकले होते हैं, तो उसे कहते हैं epigynous फ्लावर, एंड उस ओवरी को कहते हैं इंफीरियर ओवरी. हमने फिगर ड्रॉ करके आपको शो करने की कोशिश की है. इसमें देखिए जो गाइनिसियम है वो ऊपर, बाकी सारे पार्ट देखिए एंडोसियम है, कोरोला है, कैलिक्स है, इसके नीचे लगे हुए हैं. तो ये कैसा फ्लावर हो गया? हाइपोगाइनस. और ओवरी कैसी होगी? सुपीरियर होगी. पेरिगाइनस के नीचे जो हमारी गाइनिसियम है, ये लगे देखिए एंडोसियम, कैलिक्स, कोरोला के बराबर है. ये सारे एक साथ मिलते हैं. मींस चारों तरफ इनका सेंटर है, एक जैसे लगा हुआ है. ठीक है. इस फ्लावर को कहते हैं epigynous फ्लावर, इस ओवरी को कहते हैं हाफ इंफीरियर ओवरी. After that, the last epigynous means when the thalamus upward and enclosing the almost gynecium. ओवरी को देखिए इसने कंप्लीटली कवर कर लिया, और बाकी के जो पार्ट्स हैं देखिए इसके नीचे लगे हुए हैं. ठीक है, ओवरी के नीचे लगे हुए हैं. तो इसी को कहते हैं हम epigynous फ्लावर. इस ओवरी को कहते हैं इंफीरियर ओवरी. ओके, लेट्स रिवाइज. What is the flower? Flowers are the reproductive parts of the angiosperm plants. Basically, flowers containing the male and female sex organ, that is the androcium and gynecium. So it is responsible for the sexual reproduction, and in plant it is responsible in the sexual reproduction, that is the angiospermic plants. After that, the flower is divided into 4 rows, that is the calyx, corolla, androcium and gynecium. Basically, androcium and gynecium are the main reproductive part, because androcium will represent the male reproductive part and the gynecium represent the female reproductive part. After that, on the basis of the presence of the androcium and gynecium, or presence of the sexes, flowers may be 2 types, that is the bisexual flower and unisexual flower. Means if a flower contain both, that is the male and female, means androcium and gynecium both part, the flower called as the bisexual flower. But when a flower containing only one, So till then